Thanks very much for clicking on the video link. My name is Natalie Armstrong-Motin with Marketing Resolution, and this is Marketing Monday. It's Monday. We're ready to get things kicked off right. Of course, we always start with a cup of coffee. I've got mine. I hope you're enjoying yours or your preference in beverage for breakfast. But today, I want to talk about QR codes and how mediators can take advantage of the revival of QR code usage. So let's talk just for a few minutes about how we as mediators and arbitrators can take best advantage. And I was thinking about when I was putting my notes together for this program, I was thinking about QR codes and the fact that they've been around for a really long time. I mean, I remember 12, 15 years ago, when I started seeing random kind of QR codes in museums or on the doors of, like Trader Joe's, that kind of thing, I didn't really get it. And honestly, I thought that they were sort of, one step above graffiti. They were just so ugly. But I didn't really understand the power of the QR code. At the time, I didn't, you had to have a special app on your phone to scan the QR code, all of this kind of thing. And honestly, it just seemed like more trouble than it was worth. I didn't see the payout. I didn't see the benefit. And I don't think that a lot of other people really appreciated the tech, right? But that has changed. So welcome back, QR codes. We're glad you're here. So QR codes, what are they? QR codes are it stands for quick response. That's what a QR code is, quick response. And so it's a type of technology that allows someone to access information by taking a photograph of a unique code. These are the same as the barcode that you see on all of your groceries, but they're in a square, right? It's the same thing, barcode, QR code. It links to information. A barcode at the grocery store links to the price, the color, stock spreadsheets. It provides that information. But for the purposes of you and I in the resolution industry, it would link to a lot of other different things. But you see QR codes, everywhere. You click on the QR code, or you take a photograph of the QR code with your smartphone, and it takes you to the code's designated website or event, or social media marketing post or social media marketing page, or the resume on your practice site. It's endless. The opportunities are endless. You can use them in lots of different ways. And it wasn't always as seamless as it is now. And so I think that there was that initial reticence. When we saw them at the supermarket, we weren't really sure what to do with them. But now everybody knows it's just sort of a point and click. It's easy. And I think now also we are much more, not just comfortable using our iPhones, our Androids, whatever your smartphone system is. I think using our smartphones now is just an extension of how we exist in a way that it wasn't maybe 12, 15 years ago. And that really has played a big part. Then, of course, the pandemic played a big role in QR codes. QR codes became the way that a lot of us ordered takeaway, because we didn't have the interaction with staff behind a counter. It became the way that we could make an appointment with our dentist or our physician. It really changed the way that we have an interaction. We saw QR codes being used in the Super Bowl adverts. So they're sort of now everywhere. And, I get it. They have become more popular. They're still ugly. I can't really help you with that part. They look like they belong in a tech manual, not in one of your, for example, very classy posts on social media. And trust me, I spend dozens of hours every week trying to make visually appealing posts for my clients. There's not a whole lot that I can do with a QR code or a barcode, but we all now as consumers sort of get the value of the QR code. So we forgive and maybe even appreciate the ugly that the QR code really is. You know, it's just the way that we all do business. Hi, Gary. My voice is breaking up. I'm sorry about that. There are really big storms here off the English Channel, so hopefully it will resolve itself. So anyway, everybody uses QR codes now. Like I said, doctor's offices, grocery stores use them for coupons. You can use them to direct people to your podcast or your YouTube channel, to your website. I recently even received a wedding invitation that had a QR code on it. And when I took a photograph and clicked on the QR code, it sent me to the wedding website where I could RSVP. I found more information about the venue, the hotel options, their registry, etc. So the QR code is used lots of different places. And I got to say, I think that it's probably here to stay. And after all these years, QR codes are actually now viewed as cool. Right? I mean, they're not beautiful, but they are cool. So how can you use them? So QR codes, I think, are perfectly poised for mediators and arbitrators to use for, again, lots of different reasons, especially, you know, for use as sort of the new URL. I think that's going to be a really big use of QR codes. But with the rise of video consumption on the internet, QR codes really offer a dynamic way to access more information from a video or a podcast or a URL link on a post. But I think that you're going to start seeing a lot more QR codes that are used in lieu of the traditional URL hyperlink. So how do you create a QR code? It's pretty easy, honestly. You can open your browser if you're on your computer or on your laptop. Open your browser, go to any website, right-click your mouse, choose the option, create a QR code, download the code, and then you just paste that image into any document, any post, any PowerPoint presentation slide, etc. Anywhere you would normally put an image, you can put a QR code there. If you are on an Android and you want to create a QR code, you go up to the top corner of your Android screen, and you know there's those three little dots, the more icon. You click on that icon, tap the share in the drop-down menu, tap QR code, and then beneath the QR code on the next screen, you'll have the option to download and save the QR code to your device. There you go. Once it's downloaded, then you can send the QR code to someone else. You can let someone else scan your QR code on their phone or their device. You can use it to make a post, etc. In any other way that you would use an image or a link, you can use a QR code. If you're on an iPhone and you want to create a QR code, you want to go to the top right-hand corner next to the address bar, and there's the share symbol. And the share symbol is the little box with the up arrow, and you click on that share icon that's next to the URL. Then you scroll down and choose create a QR code. Then you tap share. And now you just choose how you want to share the QR code. You can send it in a text message, in an email, any messaging app. You can save your QR code to your photo files so that you have it for use in future. You can use it in your social media apps again, like Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, etc. So, I mean, there's so many different ways. If you're at a networking event, for example, and you're trying to share information, you can open your LinkedIn app on your smartphone. And in the search field at the top, you'll see a little square, it's actually 4 little brackets that make a square. Tap on that, and that is your LinkedIn profile. QR code. Again, you can save it to your device, or you can just have it open, and at a networking event, let someone that you've just met photograph or scan that QR code, and now they have the direct link to your LinkedIn profile, and you can start communicating, sharing information, etc. So, I mean, gosh, again, QR codes, I get it. They're not beautiful, but they are cool. And I would love to know how you use QR codes. What type of information do you link to for your clients and to your colleagues? Is it your website, your social media marketing, your business card, an event? How do you use QR codes? I'm curious. What systems or apps do you use to create your QR codes? I just love them. I know it's nerdy, but I'm really enjoying QR codes, and I hope you are too. If you have any questions or any concerns, let me share with you now my QR code. So scan that in. It will send you right to my website. Fill out the form on the website. Let's talk about it. All right. Thanks very much for joining me for another Marketing Monday. Cheers to you. Hope your week gets off on the right foot. Be a good human.